Ready to change your life? Get a YouTube channel. Seriously. It's like the best thing you can do for your life. In this video, I'm going to talk about why reviving my YouTube channel and getting back on YouTube was one of the best decisions I have made recently. And it has been nothing but fun, fun, fun. Hey there, Alexis Saranoia here. Welcome to my channel where I help Gen Xers and beyond grow on YouTube. But basically, I help anyone. Anyone that's willing to listen, I will help you with my knowledge that I have right now. Let's get into it. So how has YouTube changed my life with only 550 subscribers right now at the recording of this video? So thank you all the people that support this channel. What is some of the changes that I've noticed in my life? Number one, I am happier. Seriously, I am much happier. I lost my job back in January. I was a part-time faculty at a university in the US. I live in Finland. And all of a sudden, 2 weeks before the semester was supposed to start, I was told they weren't going to renew my contract. And they had made a policy that didn't allow them to hire foreign contractors anymore. So that was such a bummer. And it was a shock. And I didn't expect it because I was a beloved teacher there. I had really high student ratings. My director loved me. I was getting lots of courses to teach. I was always jam-packed and asked, like, can you teach this? Can you teach this? So it really came as a shock. Family income dropped significantly. It was a big hit. And that really shook my world because when you are doing everything right, when you feel like you are a good person, when you feel like you really care about what you're doing, I went above and beyond. They had WhatsApp group chats with me. I was accessible all the time. I gave birth to 2 children while working. I never took a break. So I felt like a super loyal employee, faculty member. It was just like a to the heart. And it really hurt more than I thought it would. It changed me. Like something inside of me died in that moment where I was treated like a number after being devoted to a company for like 13 years. But when that piece of me died, a new piece was like sprouted. And that new piece was, you are going to work for yourself from now on. You are not going to work for anyone else. And I have been an entrepreneur my whole life. So I have worked for myself, but obviously I do contract work for other people. So I was contracted to work for this university and it just went well and it just kept going and going. So I never really thought it would end. And I got a little lazy. I had kids. So I kind of put all my eggs in one basket. I had that job and a few design jobs that I was working on. But for the most part, since having kids, I really just dropped off a lot of my work and just focused on that because it paid so well and it took so little time to do. All in all, it broke my confidence a little bit. I was like, if I'm so good at what I do, why am I being let go? You could be let go in a second. And so when it happens to someone, it's like the people that are working, they don't really care. Even if they do care, they don't have time to care because they need to replace me. And they also need to watch their own tails to make sure they aren't going to be let go soon too. Everyone's watching out for themselves there, and it's survival of the fittest game. Whereas I feel like on YouTube, there is so much room for everyone here. Like there are so many users on YouTube every day, and more are coming. It's constantly growing. It is not a platform that is slowing down at any rate right now. It's drawing lots of people to it. So it's like the more the merrier. And to be in an environment like that is awesome. And to be in an environment where when you post a video, this is another part that I love about it, that how it's transformed my life. The community is incredible. The YouTube community is so incredible because what you're doing is you're basically giving people free advice. You're giving them free tips. You're teaching them things for free. Everything on YouTube is free. Yes, maybe there's other options with that YouTuber that you could buy their course or you could buy their book or you could get coaching from them. There's other options. But for the most part, if you're watching YouTube, you're watching it for free and you're getting valuable content and you're learning something and you're finding solutions to your problems, right? So the community of people that when they watch your stuff and they're getting that knowledge for free and it's helping them, they are so grateful, right? Because you're helping them and it's not costing them anything but their time to watch your videos. And so they come back and the love is just so strong, in my opinion, on YouTube. The gift of giving to people and the gift of receiving is it's incredible. Like I said, when I lost my job, my confidence was shaken a little bit. And then when I found myself unemployed at 45 with 3 kids, I was just like, oh my God. And I live in Finland. I don't speak Finnish. And the job market in Finland is horrible, especially for foreigners. They're sending people home right now if they don't get a job luckily, I'm a Finnish citizen. My mother is Finnish. And I'm also married to a Finn, so I have Finnish citizenship already. So I don't have to worry about that. But if you want to secure your future, invest in yourself and go on YouTube. And you know, maybe YouTube could disappear, right? Anything could disappear in life. But YouTube is here now. It's showing that it's growing. It's showing that people are flocking to it. It's not slowing down. So now I would say would be the time to get into YouTube. And the other thing about YouTube that is great, so it builds your confidence. Like I said, the community is excellent. You get to work for yourself and you get to make as much as you're willing to put into it. So if you're willing to show up every week, post content, answer people's questions, really stay engaged with your community and inspire people and speak about something you're passionate about, I mean, you get to talk about what you love here. Like, that's the other thing. Working for a university for so long, there was so much red tape. There was so much bureaucracy. The meetings were like, whoa. Seriously, meetings were like 2 hours long. And what did we accomplish? Like one thing. It drove me mad. It's like, can we please have a schedule and like check things off and like move this along? Do we have to hear everybody's opinion and everybody's sob story? Like, let's get done, you know? It was so frustrating. Things just took so long in big corporations. When you work for yourself, when you're on YouTube, it's real-time feedback, right? I mean, you post a video, if there's crickets, you did something wrong. If you post a video and it gets views and comments and people subscribe from that video, you're doing something right, right? So then you get that feedback so fast. You know, it's not like where you work for a company and then you have an annual review once a year and you find out what you're doing good and bad then. And then you have a chance to fix it. YouTube, it's instant. You post, it does bad, you know it did bad. If it does good, you know it did good. And also, of course, some videos maybe don't get traction right away. Maybe they're more evergreen videos. But my point is you learn something very quickly. And that's another thing about YouTube that I love and how it's changed my life. It challenges me. And I love to be challenged. Being challenged makes you feel good. Being challenged improves your confidence in yourself too. Being challenged is hard, of course. Change is hard. Challenge is hard. But when you face a challenge on YouTube, which you face daily, if you're a new YouTuber, I swear, you face a new challenge every step of the way. But there is YouTube. You go to YouTube, you type in your problem, and there is someone providing the answer for you for free. So you just need to learn. And when you learn and you overcome that hurdle, you realize, I can do this, right? And then the next problem comes, and then you use YouTube or some other resource to get over that hurdle, and you grow. And every time you grow, you're like, I can do this, I can do this. And your spirit, you're lifted up, and it's fantastic. So the challenges on YouTube are fun because you can overcome them, right? And I believe anyone can do YouTube. I don't think YouTube is hard. You can make it complicated and complex and do all kinds of crazy funnels and stuff like that. But for the most basic, getting started, it can be quite easy. You could start with the basics of having your phone and editing on your phone even and uploading to YouTube. Like that is as basic it can get, right? As you grow and as you learn, then you start to challenge yourself to try something else. Like maybe try a camera, maybe try editing on iMovie or DaVinci or something like that. The challenges that come with YouTube are excellent because they expand your horizons. They force you to grow. When I worked for an institution, I was teaching the same class over and over and over again. Every once in a while, I would update a class or I'd write a new course, but for the most part, it was just the same thing over and over again, just new students coming in, right? And that wasn't challenging me. YouTube challenges you every day. YouTube is also an amazing creative outlet. So if you're a creative person, which I believe everyone is creative, even those people that say, I'm not creative at all, they have creativity in them. Humans are creative. I believe that. As a designer for the past decade and a half, I totally believe everyone is a creative. I've had people come into architecture department as firemen, as nurses, as ex-military have come in. They have all done incredible. And once they just tap into that side of their brain and they learn how to be creative, it opens up a whole nother world for them. And honestly, it makes them happier. Because I think doing monotonous jobs, not that firefighting is monotonous, nursing is not monotonous. That's not my point. But when you do, like, my teaching became monotonous. And it's kind of like your brain just kind of shuts off and dulls you as a person. But with YouTube, you get to be creative. You get to create videos. You get to edit them how you want. You can add in flashy things. You can add in GIFs. You can add in slides. You can decorate the slides. You can make everything your own. It can be really fun. It requires you to learn new skills, and learning new skills makes you happier, I think. And the other thing is, like, as a teacher, if I was teaching a class, it's live, right? If I mess up, I mess up. I can't change that. If you mess up recording, you just stop the recorder or you edit it out. If you have bloopers, you just edit them out, you know? So you have that's the other lovely thing about it is, like, You can record and mess up as much as you want, and then the final product still looks like you know what you're doing, because you can edit out all that, like, you know, like, or the so you can edit all that out. That's another great thing about YouTube and being on YouTube. And the other thing I want to say is, like, if you are stressing about starting, just start. Everyone says your first 30 videos or so are just going to be, they're just going to stink a little bit. And, you know, but they're not going to stink for you. Because when you post that video, you're going to feel so proud that you did it and that you posted it. And then the next one is going to be a little better, and the next one a little better, and then the next one a little better. And they'll just keep improving as you make them. And you'll learn new things. You'll be like, oh, I wonder how to do that. Because while you're doing it, you're learning. You know, you're questioning, like, oh, could I do this faster? Or is there an app to do this? Or how did they do that? And like, if you're watching other YouTube videos, you'll be like, I wonder how they did that. And then you could Google it and research it or YouTube it. So you get better with each video. And if you think about it, where could you be in 3 months, 6 months, even a year if you started posting on YouTube now? How could it change your life? How could it bring in income for you? How could it bring happiness to you? How could it allow you to be more creative, challenge you, build your confidence? All of these things. I'm showing up for my family much happier than I have for the past 5 years or so, because, like I said, it's doing all of these great things for me. And that's another thing. There are so many ways you can make money on YouTube. You can have affiliate marketing, which means you have links in the description of your video that link to a product that you are an affiliate representative for. So if someone buys with that link, you will get a commission on that. So that's one way to make money. You could just have a ton of links in your description and people click on it. And you can mention in your video, hey, if you're interested in using this product that I used to create this video, check out the link below. There's so many things you use when you create videos or edit videos, like DaVinci. You could say Canva. There's so many tools you could use, and just be like, hey, check the link in the description below to gain access to a discount for those. You can also make your own things, own digital products like ebooks or courses, or you could do coaching one-on-one, or you could do group coaching, or you could hire out services that you're good at, like maybe not coaching, maybe you are really good at editing videos, so you could start edit videos for people, stuff like that. So the opportunities are endless. You could do brands. Brands could approach you and say, could you market our product on your channel? And you get really great brand deals. You could possibly get jobs from YouTube. Like, people could see your videos and then contact you and be like, hey, you're really good at this. Would you mind doing this for us? We'll hire you as a contractor or something. So I think that the opportunities on YouTube are endless. And I also think that it forces you as a perfect person out of your comfort zone. Like, filming videos is not, it's scary, and posting them is even scarier, right? And you learn how to be comfortable in discomfort, and that requires courage and bravery. And when you do those things, like I said, it creates a bigger confidence in yourself, and you know, like, you can tackle this, and you know you can solve these problems because you see other people just like you on YouTube solving these problems, growing their YouTube channels. So everyone can do YouTube. I am convinced of that. So I just want to encourage you to, if you are scared to get on YouTube because maybe you're afraid of what your friends will think or your family will think, or you're afraid you're just going to be bad at it, or, you know, people are going to make fun of you. I have only, to be honest, I have 550 subscribers, like I said. I've been doing this 5 weeks now. I have had one negative comment. One negative comment. The rest have just been pouring in love. So I want to say, maybe when you're a big YouTuber, you get lots of negative comments, you get trolls, who knows? But right now, the community is so supportive. And I think that's because a lot of people are also trying to grow on YouTube. And so they know what it feels like. And, you know, there's this camaraderie. So I would say that if you're worried about your friends and family, you're worried about what people will think, make a YouTube channel and don't announce it to anyone. You don't need to tell anyone that you're going to be on YouTube, and just grow it. Just grow. And look where you are in the next 6 months. I think you will be pleasantly surprised at how amazing YouTube is. I think it is my favorite platform. I have only been on like Facebook and Instagram, and YouTube by far is my favorite platform. Because, and here's another thing. When I first lost my job, I decided, okay, I need to use my design skills, right? I tried to do Etsy and Shopify, and I did print-on-demand products. Like, I did shirts and bags and coffee mugs and all these things, and I uploaded them to a Shopify. I had a free month trial, so I was like, why not? I'll just try it. I built out a Shopify site. It was called Boho Bliss Collective or something like that. And I had tons of shirts, and like people were viewing the website and stuff. And then I was learning that Etsy is a really great platform because it's a SEO, and people are actually searching on there for things, and you have much more exposure there. I did an Etsy account. I started an Etsy business, and I noticed that every time I uploaded, like if I uploaded a new shirt, it costs you 40 cents to upload to Etsy every time you upload a product. So I uploaded products, and I was uploading like 4 a day for the first 2 weeks or so, and then I was uploading 1 a day at least for the next 2 weeks. And my stats were going up. Like every time I uploaded something, my stats were going up, lots of views, no buyers, but lots of views. And then something happened. I think I got sick. So I took like 4 days off where I didn't post anything. I didn't even engage on Etsy. And my views went down to 1, right? 2, 1, 2, from hundreds. And I realized, or my thoughts are, that if you are pouring money into Etsy, Etsy is promoting your stuff. But if you aren't pouring money in, like let's say you've uploaded all of your collection and you're not pouring money into Etsy anymore, then they're no longer promoting your stuff. Then you need to like use ads or, market your stuff yourself or something like that. I just thought that was really interesting. Like the drop off was so dramatic. YouTube, 1, you don't have to pay anything to post on YouTube. It's free. 2, it's like, your videos live on forever and they continue to get views if there's something evergreen, like an evergreen topic. Trending topics might not get views later on, but evergreen topics continue to get views forever and for as long as this platform is here, right? I don't know, that's my experience with Etsy. It was just like when I stopped posting, I stopped getting views, and it was really strange. Like I would have expected it to taper off, like as I became less active, then I would understand that it's like going down. But when it went from like hundreds of views to 1 view on that weekend, once I stopped posting daily and stopped giving them 40 cents per product upload, it dropped dramatically. And I've looked back a few times and it's still at like 2 views a day. So I think that Etsy's not for me. Maybe it will be some other day. And also I got so much spam. Every time I upload a new product, I got like new buyer, and it was totally spam emails. Every single day was like 10 spam emails for 1 product. It was so annoying. So I also just felt like really unsafe. I felt kind of exposed being on Etsy. I think they have a lot of problems and they can close your account at moment's notice. So it just felt very unstable, and I didn't really enjoy it. So that's, okay, my point was that YouTube is awesome. That was a long story just to tell you that YouTube is awesome. Get on YouTube, start posting videos. Having it done is better than none, right? So get out there and grow your channel and be fearless. And also think about it this way. Anyone you can think of, anyone is, famous person, the president, whoever you like totally admire. They are just a human, just like you. They were just willing to take a risk and do something out of their comfort zone, and it got them somewhere else. It changed the trajectory of their life. YouTube has the potential to change the trajectory of your life. No matter who you are, no matter where you live, any of those things, doesn't matter. There is a tribe for you. And that's another thing that is awesome about YouTube. I keep thinking I'm going to end this video, but it's not ending because YouTube is awesome. No, but you find your tribe on YouTube. You could work for a company and be thrown in with a bunch of different people, right? And they're all different mixes of people, and they like different things, even though maybe you're all working for the same thing, like finance, but their personalities are different. Their hobbies are different. Everything is different. When you're on YouTube and you're in a niche and you are promoting certain things, you are attracting people that are really into that. Like they are obsessed with that, right? Just like you are. And you find people that you really vibe with, like you really get along with, because you guys are obsessed with the same thing. And it's so cool. It's not like out of every 20 people at the office, there's maybe 1 that you could go hang out with outside the office. Here, it's like all of these people that are commenting on my videos are in the same boat or interested in what I'm talking about, and they want more. And that is exciting and that is fun. And it's really fun to engage with those people and talk to those people and brainstorm with those people and bounce ideas off of each other because you really like the same things. So it's really fun. And that is definitely another thing that you will find with YouTube, is that you will find your tribe and you will feel comfortable. And another thing that I find is really amazing too is you get to be yourself. I'm recording this in my office and I'm totally comfortable because I'm in my home, I'm in my house where I get to be myself. I'm not out in the world. I'm not all dressed up like going to work or have any makeup on or anything like that. Like I am myself, and I imagine as I record these videos, I imagine that I'm talking to a friend. I imagine that I'm talking to myself 5 years ago, or someone I really care deeply about and I want them to succeed just as much as I want myself to succeed, right? Like I really care. I really care about you all that are watching this. I want all of us to rise up and be awesome YouTubers and make a living on YouTube. I don't need to make like millions of subscribers. I don't. I just want to feel comfortable and have a job I love and provide for my girls and my husband and live happily ever after. I know it's going to take work. It does take work, but it's fun work. It's challenging work, and it's work that you are respected for and you get treated well. It's not like a job where people are trying to steal your ideas or try to be slimy or anything like that. People are amazing on YouTube. And if there are slimy people, ignore them. I haven't experienced but one so far. I'm sure there'll be more in the future, but those people aren't worth your time. Who's worth your time is the people that love your stuff and that want to see it and want to see more of it. And every time you sit down at your computer or sit down at your camera, you think of how can I help that person? And what do I know that they might need to know or that might help them solve their problem? And when you speak from your heart, when you show up authentically, which YouTube allows you to do because there is someone for everyone. You will be surprised how many people from that relate to you because of the way you speak, your energy. It all comes across in the YouTube videos. Maybe not in the first couple of videos. Maybe you're uncomfortable. Maybe you're nervous, right? But you find your groove eventually. And then once you're in that groove and once you get over the icks, I definitely had some ick moments and I still have some ick moments. But once I pay attention to those icky moments and start to remove them from my channel and the experience and start to focus more on the things that make me feel good and that seem like they're working, it becomes this amazing place. So I just really want to encourage you that if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel and you haven't, go for it. And if you have one and you're growing one, awesome, keep going. It does work. Putting in the time, it does work. I am seeing results. I am showing up every week. I am posting content. Sometimes my content is not good. Like it's just the way it is, you know? And I know I could do things better, but I would rather have it done than none, right? I would rather have something out there. Keep getting more videos, keep learning with each video and moving forward. And I can't wait to see what my 6-month review will be like for you guys and encourage you to also follow the same path. Like we can do this. We can do this. If you can work for a company for 12 years or 13 years and devote your life and be devoted to them and be let go in a second, you can devote yourself to YouTube and post consistently. You deserve it. You owe it to yourself. Believe me, you owe it to yourself. Like, how much could this transform your life? I think it could radically transform your life if you're successful on YouTube, right? And even if I stopped YouTube, it has given me so much just with 550 subscribers. So I'm going to stop talking now. But please, if you aren't on YouTube, get on YouTube. There's plenty of room for everyone, and everyone will be so excited to see your stuff. So feel free to comment below any thoughts you have, any fears you have, and we will help each other, and we will create awesome YouTube content and grow and make money on YouTube and do something we love and help others solve their problems.